Hi, it's Robin Sharma. Well, my team and I are tremendously almost blown away by the response to the blog I recently did, the 60 tips for a stunningly successful life. I think in the first few days it was posted, we had close to 20,000 people share the blog. If you haven't seen the blog, go find the 60 tips. It's at robinsharma.com. But here's what I want to do in this video blog. As you might know, I've had the privilege of working with a number of the world's top CEOs, wildly successful entrepreneurs, a number of billionaires. What I do is I help them become better leaders without titles. I help them grow their businesses to the next level of excellence, but I also help them restructure and reinvent their personal lives so they not only find success and financial mastery, but they also create meaningful, satisfied, fulfilled, healthy, important personal lives. And we're wrapping up the end of this year. We're moving into a new year. And here's what I thought I'd do as a way to sincerely thank you for being a part of the Lead Without a Title community, for following my message, for living the ideas and the inspiration that I try to share, whether it's in the blogs or on the video blogs. I wanted to offer you the process that I teach to these super successful business people. And so really this is the 5-step process that I share with my one-on-one coaching clients to help them design their best years. And I want you to go through these 5 steps as we wind down this year to help you prepare so that this coming new year is your absolute best year yet. So the first thing, step number 1, I want you to celebrate. What I want you to do is pull out your journal, pull out a piece of paper, and I want you to record a few things. Number 1, I want you to ask yourself this question. What wins do I need to celebrate from the past 12 months? Or what things did I do that I need to appreciate myself for? What are your big achievements or your small achievements? Write them all down in this first step of celebration, because the more you can start to record all the good things you did, all the wins, big and small, that you achieved, you will start to actually notice things you didn't notice. You will actually build a sense of confidence. You will actually build a sense of energy. You will actually create a sense of momentum and appreciation for all the good things that happened to you in the past 12 months. So the first thing is really write out an inventory of your successes, your wins, your achievements, even your special moments, maybe with your team, with your favorite client, with your family members, with your friends. Write them all down in this first step of celebration. Step number 2, education. So step number 2 is where I have my CEO clients start to ask themselves, what did they learn from the past 12 months? Because with better awareness, you can make better choices in the new year. With better choices, you're bound to see better results. So step number 2 is education. Ask yourself these questions. What are the 3 best business lessons I learned from the past 12 months? Write them down, write down your answers, really reflect on them. Another question you can ask yourself at this second stage of education from last year: what are my 3 best life lessons that I learned or that the past 12 months taught me? So really use last year or the past 12 months as an education. So it's almost a platform to make next year your absolute best year yet. Okay. Another question to ask in the education phase of this process is, what were you doing when you achieved your best results in the past 12 months? That's one of my favorite coaching questions. What were you doing? Or what was going on in your life? Or what were your best practices when you achieved your best results over the past 12 months? Okay, number 3, clarification. Clarification. So step number 3 of this design process, so you build next year into your absolute best year yet, is really all about clarification, because clarity precedes mastery. So here's what I want you to answer in this third phase. Number 1, what are your big 5 for this new year? In other words, ask yourself, what 5 things must happen between the beginning of the coming year and December 31st of the new year for this to have been the single best year of your life to date? What 5 things? These are called your big 5 for the new year. And you're going to look at these almost every day. These are going to be almost your magnificent obsession. They're going to allow you to focus. They will energize you. They will prevent a seduction to distraction. so you create your absolute best year yet. Second thing, I want you to ask yourself, what are going to be your top 5 values for the next 12 months? Because your values really drive your behavior. You really want to know your values, otherwise you'll live the media's values, or you'll live your neighbor's values, or you'll live your mother's values, but you won't be authentic and create your own values. And a great source of energy over the coming 12 months is knowing that you're congruent with your values. Your values might be freedom. Your second value might be beauty. Your third value might be relationships. Your fourth value for the new year might be peak health. I don't know what your values are, but write those 5 values for the coming 12 months down. And then the final step of this third phase of this planning process is really ask yourself, what are your goals for the next 12 months? Write down your top 15 goals for the coming 12 months. These are the things that are, here's the formula I would give you as you write down your top 15 goals for the next 12 months. Creativity plus audacity equals mastery. So get a little creative, shake yourself up, ask yourself, what are my 15 important goals in the key areas of my life over the coming 12 months? Be a little audacious, in other words, dream, stretch yourself, challenge yourself so you feel a little scared, a little uncomfortable, maybe a little nervous, and that will be the step of mastery. Okay, so far, the phases we've gone through in this design process for your next 12 months, so they are your absolute best 12 months yet. Number 1, celebration. Number 2, education. Number 3, clarification. Okay, number 4 is really graduation. Graduation. Step number 4 is actually taking your goals, taking your values, taking your big 5 for the next 12 months. Step number 4 is graduating them into a plan. In other words, sequencing all of the things you want to do and all the values you want to live by, put them into a month-by-month plan. Graduation, or sequencing them, so you know January what you're going to do, February what you're going to do, March what you're going to do, and try to get them on a double-sided page. In other words, 1 page, double-sided, your graduated plan of execution for the 12 months of the new year. Okay, and then the final element, the 5th element, pretty simple, is visualization. Now I want you to close your eyes. I want you to think about all of the things you want to achieve, you've committed to. Again, commitment is really important. So these are commitments for the new year. Close your eyes and start to emotionally engage with what your life will look like in the key areas of your life, whether it's financial, work, family, health, personal life, inner life. Start to see with color, with vivid detail, with as much clarity as possible. Picture what your life will look like when you achieve all the things you've written down in this 5-step planning process. Now, with that picture, I want you to start to revisit it at least every few days, because the more you can internalize that ideal vision or colorful picture of where you want to be December 31st of next year, the more consciously as well as subconsciously, your behavior will be aligned with that expectation. Because your performance or your behavior is always aligned with the images or the beliefs that you run through your brain. Okay, I'm going to review it all again. Number 1, celebration. Write down an inventory of your wins, your achievements, your special moments from the past 12 months. Number 2, education. What did you learn from last year? What did you learn from the past 12 months you've lived? How did they serve as an education or a platform so next year will be your best yet? In other words, your 3 best business lessons, your 3 best personal lessons, your best practices that kept you at your best. Step number 3, clarification. This is where you articulate your big 5 for the new year, your top values, as well as your top 15 goals for the next 12 months. Step number 4, graduation. Put them into a plan of execution on 1 page, 2 sides, so you know January what you need to achieve, February, all the way till next December. Again, you will have a sequence plan. And step number 5, visualization. Few things are as powerful as sitting down quietly every single day and visualizing your life as you wish it to be at the end of next year, December 31st of next year. That will imprint that vision and that expectation into your mind, which will then drive your behavior and your performance. I wish the next 12 months are your absolute best year yet. I hope you've liked this process. Really go deep into it. Have a fantastic new year. From my team and I, keep leading without a title. And again, thank you for supporting my Lead Without a Title message and being a part of our community.